Hello and welcome to Origin of Concepts. Today we're gonna explore the origin of the pirate flag, also known as Jolly Roger. The flag consists of a skull and crossed bones. Originally, the flag was red, reflecting the meaning of Jolly Roger, which translates to beautiful red. The flag became famous for those pirates who had helped protecting the British and Spanish imperial fleets, but was dumped in the garbage after the imperial peace treaties. So basically, the pirates are the good guys, unless you praise the British and Spanish colonialism, imperialism, and slave trade. Who knows? All right. The anti-piracy narrative associates the symbolism in the flag with the devil, death, and terror. But in reality, the flag represents the spirit of those pirates who benefited from making the waters insecure for the imperial fleets. And it's no secret that many of the world's myths originated on the ships crossing the seas with a spectacular view of the night sky and plenty of time to reflect on it. So, imagine the sailors, the ship is done for today, and they just have to go in the dark, and up there, they got the whole world and the whole night to think about it. Okay, we go to the Milky Way, because it's no secret either that we can find it all in the Milky Way center. Okay, let's see here. The Jolly Roger pirate flag originated by observation of the Milky Way center, the great navigation compass of the sky. In other myths, the Milky Way center, the skull. We start with the skull, because the skull is the area surrounding the disk in the Milky Way center, with the striped shadow representing the jaw with the teeth. Let me try drawing it. I practiced a little bit because you have to see it real life to really see it, but I'll try. Let me get the drawing. Okay, this area is like this is the eye howl, and here is the skull, and here's the jawbone. Something like that. Yeah, that's the skull in the Milky Way. And by the way, in other myths, in several other myths, the Milky Way also plays the role of the skull, namely the crystal skull. But I'll get into that in another video. Okay, then we got the crossbones. The crossbones representing the dark shadows crossing the disk in the Milky Way center, as a symbol of the crossing point of life and spirit. And as always, this is the cross. Got one shadow here and another shadow here. So that's the crossing bones. But let's get a little deeper into it, because another striking evidence that connects the crossbones to the Milky Way center is the broken bone. There's two bones, and one of the bones is broken. If you look up in the corner here, you can see there's a broken bone. And the broken bone is the silvery shadow here. I'll try to make a broken bone, and this is the pieces of the broken bone. And then there's maybe a piece out here too. But that's the broken bone. And the Jolly Roger is not the first place to use a broken bone. It's practically in very many myths. Okay. And then we come to Jolly Roger, which means beautiful red. And the red was, or the flag was original red. But why? Beautiful red. The beautiful red color represents the beautiful red color of the Milky Way center, the spirit emanating from the disk. So basically, all the golden stuff in the Milky Way is the red stuff. It's the blood, so to speak, the spirit. All right, and then in some Jolly Roger flags has, as you see in the left corner, it's a skeleton with a hourglass and then a spear and a heart. And the spear is like piercing the heart. The skeleton with the hourglass represent the striped shadow emerging from the disk as a symbol of the spirit of the dead sailors. The disk is the sand in the hourglass, and the striped shadow is the bone man. So this is the sand in the hourglass, and this is all the bones of the dead man. So, and if you see some of my other videos, I think you will find something familiar. Okay, and then we go on to the bleeding heart, because the bleeding heart represents the disc and the light blood emerging from it. So here you got the heart, and it bleeds. All right. And then we got the spear. The spear piercing the heart, representing the striped shadow piercing the disc, as a symbol of passing the spirit to the living sailors or pirates. So this is, of course, the heart. And then you got the striped shadow, which is the spear piercing it. All right. Next. By the way, the spear is sometimes described as a burning spear, and that's, of course, because of the burning disc light running through the spear. All right. And just to make a little fun, there's a great chance that the famous pirate Edward Tatch, known as Blackbeard, or Black Beard, because of his long black beard, was inspired by the shadow to the left of the disc to let his beard grow. The big black beard in the sky. And this is, of course, the beard. And his head here, right? And the beard. So, okay. I will leave it up to you. It was just a guess. I know nothing about his beard, but many people use long beards because they have seen it up there in the world myths. Yeah, I write a note here. Throughout history, many prominent figures have used the Milky Way textures as inspiration for the layout of their identity and ideologies, whatever, you know what I mean. And every king wants to be the messenger of God, also the pirate kings. Okay, I think that was all for now. If you enjoyed my content, give me a thumbs up. If not, tell me to walk the plank. As always, knowledge must always flow free. However, a small donation of $1 or $2 is greatly appreciated to maintain my work. Take care and see you in the next video. Bye.